So unfortunate. I look at this and I just say to myself, boy, I know Seth. I know he do. Because try as he may, even though he made the jump, he did the jump. At what cost did that cost him? It cost him this picture right here. It cost him this picture right here. These are the elites of the elites, the top dogs in WWE. These are the guys who move the needle. These are the mega stars. They're not superstars. They are beyond that. These are the guys that who don't need the title. The title doesn't make them. They make the title. These guys are the guys. And Seth is at home watching these guys. Can you imagine him looking at that and just being frustrated? Probably Randy Orton too. Probably Drew McIntyre, AJ Styles, but I'm sure AJ Styles doesn't care, man. AJ Styles, he had a hell of a career. He's finna go out as a GOAT next year on his retirement tour. But I say that to say this. It's all because of the jump. Seth Rollins, he can't live up to his end of the bargain. This is the second time that he cost this company money. How, you may ask? How is he costing them money? Well, WrestleMania next year was supposed to be Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, even though Roman is going to get the title one way or another, the championship is just left in limbo. But now this creates opportunity here. CM Punk can be the world champion by the end of this thing this weekend at Saturday Night's Main Event. Who knows? But these guys right here that's at this table are going to be at WrestleMania in a high-profile match here. Night 1 and night 2. Braun Breaker is going to be the star of the future, but just not right now. It's evident when he wasn't in that Battle Royal. Now, you can see Braun Breaker with the championship, and I think that's all that was, is just showing you the future. In a couple of years, that's what's going to be a reality. I see Braun maybe winning the Money in the Bank and being the champion then. But that goes into this jump here. Not Cody, but Seth. Seth, man, you just cost these folks millions of dollars. All for what? All for what? What did the jump do for you? What did the jump do for you besides spend more time at home with your wife and your kid? Paul Heyman, I think Paul Heyman meant what he said. He called him a broken down, bad showed bitch because he can't hold his body up. He can't hold his body up. He wants to be that guy so bad. I get it. I get it. When you get into professional wrestling, you always in your mind envision yourself as being the guy holding the championship, leading the charge. But I think a lot goes in with being the guy that Seth is trying to be. This jump right here showed me that he is going to go through leaps and bounds to just be recognized as one of these guys that are at the table. And he's not. I had high hopes for him. Now, I didn't think that they were going to turn on him on that Monday after Crown Jewel. I thought that he was going to take that win and just go all the way to Mania. Just go all the way. To tell you the truth, Paul Heyman don't need to be with Seth Rollins. It just looked odd. It didn't fit. But right here, the people at this table, this man has brushed shoulders with everybody here. Why do you think Paul Heyman is right here amongst all of these legends that's right here at this table? Seth wishes he can be there. Seth will go down as a great hand, a great wrestler. He's a great wrestler, tremendous wrestler. I'm not taking anything from him. He is tremendous in the ring. He's great at doing moves. These guys right here at this table, they don't do just moves. They got character. They got psychology. They have ring awareness. What I mean by that is that they're not finna do no slick stunt shit bullshit. Now, although be it, when Punk came back, he kept getting injured a lot. He hadn't been doing this for a long time. Well, yeah, he'd been doing this for a long time, but he hadn't been doing this for a long time. But it's been 7 years. Man probably had doubts in his mind. He came back. This is WWE. They finna give me the championship, and I fucked it up. He got scared. It happens. It happens. You think that this man ain't finna win this championship at WrestleMania? You's a fucking lie. That's probably why he won't win the championship on Saturday night's main event. I think Punk is gonna win the championship at WrestleMania. Roman, who knows what Roman is gonna be doing, but Roman is finna get back in that title picture next year. Cody Rhodes is arguably the quarterback running this thing. He can't even go back to way. I don't even look at Cody the same way anymore. That AEW run he had was just like a blip. I don't even remember it. Brock Lesnar, you cannot deny that this man is a draw. You can't. WWE has so much star power here. They are finna load this WrestleMania up. It's going to be a great show, I think. I hope it is. I hope that this poster here is going to teach Seth a lesson, because he needs to learn a lesson. You need to change up your style, the jump. He want to fit in. That jump is powerful. It's not just a jump that you can just do. You have to just go all in. The match was great by itself. This jump didn't even need to happen. Why did it need it? It didn't. He did it because of you. The fans, the people who now all of a sudden wrestling has turned into this. We got to do these crazy stunts to get cheers and just get the ovation and get the recognition from the crowd. And, you know, we got to leave them one more. Less is more in the ring. The only thing you need is ring psychology. And what's ring psychology? Is telling a story that you're trying to tell in the ring, but you're wrestling while doing it. Knowing when to do stuff. Feeding off of the crowd. Sometimes calling things on the fly when things don't work out the way you want them to. That shit matters. This jump, this is what's going to get a lot of people hurt. Because people are going to think that they need to do things like this, like the jump, to get noticed, to get fame and recognition. Now, this jumping around and stuff like this, I expect that from cruiserweights, luchadors. You know what I mean? I expect that. But not a world champion, a heavyweight. Brock didn't have no business doing that shooting star press at WrestleMania. He did it, and he fucked himself up. Seth is just fuming right now. I know I would be. This only proves that his body can't hold up to it. When he got injured in 2015, I think, he did a stupid move with Kane that resulted in him snapping his knee and fucking his knee up. He could never recover from that. So now, fast forward all these years later, that match at a house show. Can you believe that? A house show. You want to do a flip around and then try to powerbomb this man through a table. Why? Why you want to do flips? Because he comes from that world. Backyard shit. Young buck shit. It never left him. It never left him because of you. Because he wants to get cheered and admired. This is how he's just, I would think that if I'm injury prone, because he is, this only proves that Seth Rollins is injury prone like a motherfucker. He barely wrestles. Barely wrestles. Because his body is so fucked up. He's almost like Kenny Omega. And he didn't wrestle on TV. A world champion, I feel like you need to go on Monday Night Raw at least twice a month. You got to go. That's Monday Night Raw. SmackDown. You're Cody Rhodes. Bro, you got to go like twice a month on SmackDown. Look at Cody. Cody having matches on SmackDown. More matches than Seth Rollins is having on Raw, and he's the world champion. You know why? Because he can't go. He's hurt. He's hiding behind injury. He can't do this. When the pressure is on Seth, he crumbles. He crumbles. Roman doesn't have to wrestle week in and week out and week in and week out. Roman don't have to do that. It's best if you just see Roman once a month, every few months, because his matches are all the same. He just got that fucking star power, that aura. He just has it. Brock's the same way. They just have it. They don't have to do this shit week in and week out. But you want to know what they do? They continue to train and they continue to do things so when they do get in the ring, they don't get fucking hurt. And they don't do things like the jump. It all comes back to the jump. That jump fucked up the whole thing. That jump right there cost millions of dollars. We're talking about advertising. We're talking about promotions. We're talking about build. That jump was one of the most selfish things that I think Seth Rollins could have ever done. If you knew that you were winning the match, why do the jump? Why do a move that is so unsafe? How can you do this move and be okay? Please tell me. After wrestling for damn near 30 minutes, now I'm going to get up here tired and I'm going to jump. Now look at what it is. How long is he going to be out? Is he going to miss WrestleMania? When his ass come back, I don't want to see his ass in the main event. I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you in the main event no more. I really don't want to see you with a world title anymore. But you want to know something? Triple H has such a soft spot for the kid that he has such a soft spot for him that he's going to probably pick right back up where he left off. And we're going to go through this whole thing all over again. And that's something that should not happen. I think that Seth Rollins need to go after Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. And he needs to stay far away from the world title picture as possible. Bro, you just can't do it. These folks gave you the Crown Jewel Championship and they can't even profit off of that. They can't go off of that. Because you lost. They didn't even bring that shit back up no more. Remember last year when they did the Crown Jewel Championship? You heard all about that shit all month. You don't hear that shit no more. Because that man fucked it all up, and he fucked it all up because of the jump. And I feel sorry for him, but I don't feel sorry for him. That's kind of weird. I feel sorry for him, but I don't feel sorry for him because your ass shouldn't even be doing that shit no way. But when you come from that world, when you want to jump and you want to do all these things, he's been doing stuff like this his whole career. When you've been having all these injuries, he's been having injuries significantly bad injuries. This man has bad knees. I believe that he got hurt with that knee injury earlier this year, but he didn't want to drop the title to LA Knight. In that match, he didn't want to drop the title to LA Knight. So he decides to tell Triple H, hey, man, hey, what about if we do this with if Punk wins the championship and I just cash it in on him, and then it was a whole ruse. It was a whole ruse. That ain't make no sense. I think that he didn't want to lose to LA Knight at that Saturday night's main event. He didn't want to do the job to him. He tweaked the knee. He fucking hurt it. And then he just went on and then just won the title from Punk at SummerSlam. They didn't want to strip him of the briefcase, though, which is okay. But what is that going to do for? I don't know. But that's his poster, man. This poster. It was all because of the jump. That jump cost Seth Rollins this poster right here. And I know Seth Rollins is pissed the fuck off. He's mad at himself. As he should be. He should be mad at himself. Because, dude, you shouldn't be doing no shit like this, dude. You close to 40 years old. What your ass doing like this, see? It's that Kenny Omega shit. That man, his body is shot. This may be good for him. This may be a blessing in disguise for him, because maybe this injury is going to tell him to just slow the fuck down and just work like a heel. Heels don't do shit like this. Heels don't do shit like this. All this flipping and stuff because he want to get cheered. The music, he want to get cheered. The moves, he doesn't work like a heel, like somebody how a heel should work. You just want to keep doing all this silly shit. Now look at what it got you. Hurt on the sideline. And good for you. You shouldn't have did that shit in the first place. You cost this company millions of dollars, and look at these folks on this poster right here. They are having the time of their life. Ain't worried about you. You would never get to where these folks are right here. He'll never be what these guys here on this table is. Meanwhile, Paul Heyman is right there, and Paul Heyman got his hands in everything. Every fucking thing. I bet your Vision didn't see this, huh, Seth? I bet your Vision didn't see this.